Alright guys, welcome back to MacDad Games, episode 16. God, I'm praised that we're already 16 episodes into this, man. I've been running through this game. I really do love it. Hopefully the few of you who are watching consistently are also loving it. So let's get right into our first day of fall and our second fall already at that, man. That is crazy. Year 2, already in the second half of it. Absolutely blown away. Absolutely blown away. So a few things I want to get done here, right? I have again. I'm pretty sure to double check. Yeah, my wife's pregnant. Ooh, I know what I want to actually do this season. I think I want to get those other 4 houses upgraded to stone before the winter hits. That might be a pretty easy thing to tackle this episode, along with a few other things. But the big one is, okay, yeah, I have 3 people in my farm shed. And as you saw right at the end of the last episode, my main priority for them is to pretty much get this whole field 4. Let me look at, make sure I didn't do it on field 3 too, but I really want to make sure they get this thing planted out with all rye. We've got our wheat and our oat that we can harvest here. Do I have a scythe on me? I do. It's pretty much almost broken though. That's gonna break real quick. Let me see if I have another one. I don't think I do. Oh, I do. God, look at freaking past Jared hooking up present Jared. We love that. Alright, let's collect all this. This is super helpful because I now am going to have all of the ingredients to make my own animal feed. So last episode, if you saw, I have not bought in any animal feed. It's actually pretty freaking expensive. So realistically, it's a good thing to sell in the future, honestly. But once you have a lot of animals running around, like the pigs and the sheep and the horse and the chickens, like you start to go through it pretty quickly as well. So it's really never been anything I've focused on selling. But funny enough, you could probably actually make a pretty good amount of money off selling it if you tried. But anywho, my whole point is I haven't bought in any yet. Like you saw last episode, very, very worth it to steal all the animal feed. When you're in the villages, you go to where all the animal husbandries are. When you're buying the pigs, don't forget to check out that little stack in there and steal the animal feed. I ended up getting like 26 of it just from stealing last episode. And now, come my second year here into the fall, I am now harvesting the other ingredients needed to make it myself. It just requires oat grain, I believe it's wheat grain, and then plenty of straw. So I'm going to get a bunch of straw now, having harvested 100, plots of, harvest 100 things of oat and wheat here. Actually have tons more of it. Already unlocked the barn number 2. And now remember too, guys, for the future, I always really try and make sure I'm the one harvesting as much as... Oh, I think our hops are fully grown too. We're going to check those out, man. I'm excited. It's going to be a fun episode. We got a lot to get done here. But word to the wise, right? If we go back over to our skills, and I always forget exactly which one. I think the farming, the skilled farmer, 100% chance to harvest additional crops in the fields. You can actually unlock that for the orchardman too. So 10% more crops in the orchard. Once you get that as well, I always try and help out at the start of each season, fall and spring, to come in and do the harvesting really myself. Not only am I faster at it than the villagers, of course, but you get way more resources doing it yourself versus having them do it. So I really do like doing that. Keep that in mind. So we got all of that harvested. That means now they're all going to get started on getting this whole field laid out so they can plant all that rye. That's what I'm excited for. I'm going to harvest pretty much everything real quick, though, so they don't have to deal with it. Now we have all these carrots we can harvest, too. Like, look at all that. I'm so happy we got so much stuff planted this past spring, because now we're really off to a good start. I think I'm finally going to actually be able to have all the beetroot to turn in this quest, too. This has been... I think we've had this quest for a while now. And I told you guys eventually we'd get it done, and luckily there was no... time limit on that. But look at all this. Got freaking 280 carrots. I think there's actually more over here, so hold on. And I have probably almost like 400 freaking carrots. Let's see what we got. Yeah, almost exactly 400 carrots. It's awesome. And then we only need 70 beetroots, but we're getting like 13 each time. Boom, 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 look at that. We got plenty of beetroots for our buddy Pazumir. I missed one there. God, we're gonna have over 200 beetroot here, I think. Yeah, also like right at it. Oh, again, plenty more. But I already got the onion, I think, last season. I think I forgot that that only takes one season to grow. I probably could have planted more cabbage in the summer season there. I guess I didn't do that. Because remember, guys, cabbage can be planted spring and summer. Since it only takes one season to grow there. But look at that. They're almost 400 beetroots. So I have plenty for that guy. Another thing I'm going to want to get built up here is a food storage. Not sure where that I'll be able to go because of, again, kind of right on the cusp here of like this other road. I don't think it would fit here yet. Cutting it real tight. I mean, if I redid this road situation, I might be able to fit one in here, but that'd just be getting real tight and a little funky. I don't know if I'd love that. It might make sense to remove the farm stand and maybe put the food storage in there. Because I don't know. I could get it right here. I don't know if that just looks a little dumb, though. I do want another food storage. I mean, honestly, that's not awful. I mean, it's like right here. It'll be on like the... That might work. I might just leave it here. Let me just change up the location a little bit. I'm not going to place this right away because I want to actually, you know what, I have freaking ADHD, man. I get so distracted so easily. Let me go harvest these hops real quick. You can actually see it from afar, but the little light green circles on there, those are the actual hops ready to get harvested. And I'm actually really happy. Oh crap, he is doing it. I was gonna say these guys do it for you, but again, they take forever to do it, and I would much rather just come in here and get that done myself. That way he can go start helping on the field to get the rye planted. But wow, I actually get a lot more than I remember. This is really good. I might be able to turn in that King's Quest right here. So look at that. I might not have even needed to freaking buy as many hops as I did. This is insane. I forgot how much you get. I'm getting like 19 or 20 per freaking thing here. Look at that. I just collected 300 on my own. We have a few quests we'll be able to turn in today. Look at that. Oh my god, 623. I've got almost double what I needed. This is amazing. I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to complete this quest when I first got it. That's so funny to me. That it was actually so much easier than I thought. I still have 2 more seasons even, and I actually never even bought. So at the end of the last episode, like I said, when I was running in through Piastovia, I ended up buying 19 hops from Markislaw, but I never bought the full amount from the lady in Astoya either. So she probably has like another 90 or at least 80 on her that I never even bought. So that is so freaking wild. All right, perfect. I'm gonna run over to Piastovia in a little bit. I'm gonna turn in that quest, get 300 Dynasty reputation. Turn in this quest to get 360 Dynasty reputation, and we're gonna be sitting pretty to be able to and bring on just really a few more. Wait, I never even placed this guy in the pigsty. I'm an idiot. Gosh. All right, good thing I saw that. That way he can start working. So now we go over here to the pigsty and have him start collecting some manure. So he is level 3, but if you remember, they're not all full-grown pigs. So he's not going to be getting a whole lot every day, but that's still roughly 50 manure, which is going to be 25 fertilizer a day. And when he's level 10 and they're all full grown, he brings in like 330 manure a day, which is going to be like 165 fertilizer a day. So eventually it gets way better. But now we at least have some fertilizer coming in, which will be nice. So let me actually see if I can just build this food storage right here as well. I want it like kind of lined up. I don't mind it being like right on the edge here. This honestly this is actually not a bad spot, really. I don't hate this. That way you kind of just have like a nice little entrance to it, both directions. This looks good. It's like right here on the corner. Yeah, and could probably put like a little scarecrow right here or something. I think that might actually look kind of cool. How much are they? They're going to unlock them. It's only 50 bucks. I think this will look kind of cool. Let's do it. Boom. That looks kind of nice. I know usually it's like in the middle of the fields, and I'll probably place some more of them. but just such like an easy little decoration that I think looks pretty cool right here in the corner. Alright, let's get this guy all built up so I can put my food away. Didn't even mean to hit the interior, but I'll take that. Alright. This is gonna look good. So now you guys are kind of seeing like pretty much my farm setup to a T on really all of my playthroughs. This is really the way I like to have it all laid out. I like having a food storage. I like having the resource storage. Gotta go build some more planks. And just everything like this. I just think it's such a clean setup in total. And it just makes a lot of sense. I like this whole little community between the barn, storages, the farm stand. Again, there will be another farm stand at some point as well. And then again, the mill, I'm really thinking is going to end up going up over there. Yeah, there's not much more room for other things to be placed. I easily could do, actually now that I'm looking at it, could easily just do another farm stand right here. I don't hate that idea. That way they're kind of just both on the side of the farm area. I don't hate that. Already laying them down? She is. Look at her. They're getting at it, man. We love that. So let's go. Oh, the other thing I do hate though is, yeah, she's like gonna be wasting all the fertilizer on the other plots. I remember we were running into that, I think, in the spring. But it's alright. Again, now that we have the pigsty up and running, we are going to have plenty of fertilizer that we're going to be needing moving forward here. I mean, not right away, but we're getting it. We're getting it. Alright, let me just real quick place all this stuff in here. Get my apples in there. I need all of these except for 70. I want to take back so I can bring to my buddy. The cool thing about the King's Quest is you can actually leave the food, like the hops and whatnot, even though those are technically resources. You can actually leave those in the resource storage, and like he mentioned when we accepted the quest, he'll just essentially have someone come and grab them. I mean, you don't ever really see that happen, but it's kind of a nice little thought. Oh, I also forgot to thresh all that stuff. But definitely want to do that here real quick as well. But yeah, at the top right there, right, I just put the hops away, but it still shows that I have them all in my resource storage, so that's enough to essentially turn that quest in. But this guy, you do have to have the resources of the food on your person in order to turn it in, which luckily we do have. So we will take a trip to Piastovia here in a minute and get that taken care of. I know I gotta grab the planks to do all this. I think I have them making some for me, so maybe they'll have those made by the time we get back, and I don't need to run and grab them. But let's do this. Let's get all of our wheat thrashed here. So now we're gonna have plenty of wheat and oat grain. We won't need to be buying any more of that. Almost 800 wheat grain. We're about to have probably 900 to 1,000 oat grain here. Let's see, yeah, 980 oat grain. We have a little bit of rye, but I'm just going to leave that alone for now. So again, if we go over here, like, we could now make tons of flour between the wheat grain we have and the oat grain. We'll do that afterwards. I don't even have a kitchen yet, so not too worried about it. But then right here, the animal feed. So this stuff, not bad. All you need is the one oat grain, and it's actually the one rye grain. So I was wrong. I thought it was wheat. So it's the rye grain and the oat grain, and then tons of straw. So only costs $50 to unlock it, but I can make 286 of it right now. A lot of that's obviously the straw. It does require 5 straw per animal feed, but even like you saw the pigsty only needed 30 of them. And what's cool, so I'm actually going to make, honestly, right now, because I'm not going to be needing too much straw for anything else, really. I'm going to make 100 of it, and I'm going to throw it in the resource storage, because what's nice is when you have someone working like the pigsty and all the animal husbandry places and whatnot, they will automatically refill their little food bowl for you. So now that I have this animal feed in here, my guy that's working the pigsty will make sure to keep refilling that food for us, and so on and so forth for all of them, right? Alright, so I really think the priorities for this episode, to finish it off, I know I mentioned something about getting like the hen house built on my property. That's not gonna be really my priority. I think the big one I want to do, and I should have enough resources to do it, is upgrade the 4 houses down there to the stone houses. I'm gonna run to Piastovia first though, because I do want to give my woodcutters enough time to keep grabbing more equipment. Um, I also know that I'm not gonna do it this episode, but I really, because now that I'm gonna be building my Dynasty reputation up quite a bit. I really want to start bringing in some more people. I'm gonna go back to prioritizing extraction for a little. I really want to bring in. I want to get 2 more woodcutters and at least 1 more person on the extraction building there. So I'm gonna need at least 3 more extraction people, and I'm really gonna try and push to do that this season. I'm going to fast forward here to Piastovia and just take a quick glance to see if there's anybody there that'd be available for recruiting. But we'll be right back. So I just checked. None of these losers are level 3 in extraction. Disappointed. Disappointed. Next episode, I'll definitely be checking some other villages. Might have time to do it this episode. We'll see. I haven't taken too much time yet. I want to turn these quests in first and foremost. You know what? I think we'll actually have enough time. I'm gonna check around all the villages after I turn these quests in, because I do want to find some of them. It doesn't take that long. So let's get this guy. Alright, the king is eager to start the production as soon as possible. I'm still wondering how to tell his grace the beer will have to mature in the barrels for a few weeks, but anyway, do you have the stock? I won't let the king wait any longer. The hops are ready. Beautiful. 300 Dynasty reputation. I believe is that my first King's Quest? I can't remember. It might be the first one. We need to do a few of them before we get his trust and permission to name our village. But hey, to have that one down is good. Now, sadly, we have to wait until next season when he leaves, and then we have to wait until a whole another season of him to come back before we can even start like the next quest with him. So it might be a little while. Cabbage, cabbage. What rhymes with cabbage? Package, adage, baggage. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have the beetroots? I do. The question is, do you still need them, or would you rather pursue a career as a poet? Well, I need these rhymes for work. I thought that if I come up with some funny poems about my wares, more people are going to come and buy them. My son, Razigenu, gave me this idea. The boy has quite an imagination. Maybe you could help me a little. Maybe I should find a bard or someone like that, but I'll try to do my best. Great, let's start with onions. Onions have layers. They're great for all players. Special prices not only for taxpayers. How about changing it to baby please don't cry, give my onions a try. Let's do that, maybe he'll like it. Alright, the next one. Buy from me an egg, even if your name isn't Greg. It won't cost you an arm and a leg. That one makes sense. We're doing great. Now the last one. Once you eat my bread, you'll be free from dread. Feel like a newlywed. It'll never leave your head. Your enemies will drop dead. I like you'll feel like a newlywed. Thank you for your help. So what do you think about this idea? I don't think it's going to change anything. People always need food, so they're going to come and buy them. And no rhymes are going to change that. Especially, I don't know if I thought I could have swore there was a line in it where you can be like, you're literally the only guy here that sells food. So there's no competition at all. So I don't know what his whole push on the marketing strategy is for. But anyway, let me see if I can get my extraction people up and running here. So let's do our same kind of strategy. Let's run down to Astoya first, then Skokie, and then Klonika. Because I already checked out the guys in Piastovia, the guys and gals there, and there were no level 3s. So remember, we can always do what we talked about last episode and, you know, grab a Jack of all trades level 2, but not ideal. So she's a level 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. God dang it, man. Again, I don't love the idea of having the women do that extraction type jobs because, again, like I mentioned, eventually they will get pregnant and it's just kind of a pain. It just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't make sense for them to be the ones mining and woodcutting in these kind of olden days. But you know what I am going to do?
Hello there.
I am going to bring her on anyway, just worst case scenario, if I can't find any others. And you can always remove them very easily, so that shouldn't be an issue. That way I don't have to, like, run back here. Now let's check Skokie. And then lastly, hopefully, Clonica. Let's cross our fingers. A couple men here that have level 3 extraction skills. Great, it's only one freaking guy. You have a 2. You have a 2. A 1. God, you're all useless. Alright, so this is sometimes a pain in the neck. It's like, you know, you only have a few villages to check from. So one thing, again, I haven't talked much about the other town, but if we were to go, like, if you were to be building in the valley, for example, there's like 7 or 8 towns, villages, versus really just the 4 in the Oxbow, obviously. So I feel like you have a little bit more options to a degree to find other villagers to bring to your village. So it's a little bit of annoyance here in the Oxbow is we are limited sometimes. Like you go to these little areas and sometimes there's only 3 people to choose from and they don't always have what you want, and it sucks because they only replenish every season. So sometimes a little bit of a difficult challenge, and there's only 4 of them, or no, there are 5 here. Let's see. You're a 1, you're a 1. God, what's going on? 2, 2, and wow, of course it's only the women that are level 3. I'm going against the grain here, but I do really need some more extraction people, so these ladies are going to have to do it. In the future, eventually I'll probably just, you know, they obviously are going to get pregnant at some point, I'm sure, when I stick them with some men. But I think what would make a lot of sense is, honestly, they're not like they're going to be useless entirely. You know, they can definitely help bring in some more wood and some more, you know, stone and things like that. And then maybe when I can replace them with men in later seasons, I can have them working the well, for example, and actually start bringing in water for me automatically. That way I don't have to worry about it too much. Now, this is looking pretty good. I'm going to fast travel over to Clonica real quick and get them to work, and I'll be right back. Back in the village here. So you guys know what's so funny? I didn't even realize this, but on my run over here, I literally unlocked the woodshed number 2. I didn't even have that unlocked this entire time, which I think is hilarious, because I was like thinking to myself, I need more people to do wood cutting, and I never even had it unlocked until just a few seconds ago. Literally so funny. So let's get this placed. I might just do this one right here for now. So now I gotta go grab some logs and some planks. Actually grab a bunch of those real quick. I want to get one of these girls on the woodshed to start bringing in some more logs, and the other one I'm thinking I might actually put in the... Actually, I might leave the extraction shed for now. I want to upgrade both of these woodsheds and get them both in there, because that's a big thing for me, is having logs. And I'm going to start needing a lot more planks, and right now they're not bringing in a whole lot of logs. I only have 126 of them. I'm actually going to grab, like, I think 50 of them for right now. And let me get both of these things set up. See where the thing went, right here. Let's upgrade both of these guys. Go. That placed, perfect. I'm gonna just honestly do half of them. Do 24, make 48 planks. It should be plenty for what I need here. Alright, now I should be able to upgrade them. Go. Oops, me. There we go. Alright, perfect. So now it actually removes all of them, by the way, so keep that in mind. So where are those guys at that have been doing it? So this guy, and let's get one of these ladies on here. Everything else should be the same. So now if he's going to be bringing in, or they will be bringing in 50 logs a day combined, which is much better. And they're going to start building like 14, 15 planks a day, which is nice. And then over here, it's probably going to be similar numbers. I don't think I have them doing the get task law back over here. Then get Gertruda, and now they'll be bringing in also 50 logs. So now we're bringing in 100 logs a day, And they'll also be bringing in 40 firewood a day, too. This is super nice. We do love to see that. Alright, so now what I want to look at here is if I look at the houses. So this house, for example, has Taslaw, who's 19. I'm honestly going to throw Gertruda in here, because with her being, what's that, 7 years older, I think I talked about this already in another episode, but they won't be getting married, like, right away. It's going to take a little while for them to do that, so it's going to help kind of spread it apart. Solirad and her are only about 4 years apart in age, so I don't necessarily want to have that set up yet. I might see if I can, real quick, if I have enough stuff to get this house built. I'm going to put the other girl in this house here. I like having windows in my houses. I think it's such a nice little add-on there. Get a nice one right there so I can overlook the water. Get the walls up. Don't know if I have enough planks. Could have made just a little bit more to have that. Gonna go make literally like freaking just 6 more. Goodness gracious. But these look so much cooler now, don't they? Like fully, like more built out. So now these are fully stocked up, ready to go. Dang it, man! The freaking logs. Let me see. It'll be faster. I bet you just to knock down this tree. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Love having all these maple trees, man. Never gonna hear the end of that. All right. Get 4 of these logs. Turn these into 8 planks, and that should be all I need. Finish up that house real quick. So definitely going to wait till next episode to upgrade all the houses to stone. Because obviously, like what we just saw, is now we bring in 100 logs a day. So tomorrow, all of these guys on the woodsheds are going to bring in 100 logs. So I think I might wait till like the last day of fall to worry about upgrading all the other houses to stone houses. I'm going to need like 48 planks each one. So I'm going to need a lot of logs to make sure I can get all that done. But perfect. Now I have a whole house for her here, so she should be happy. Everyone should be happy. This is a good place to end it. So as of right now, if we look over here, the 2 woodsheds are stocked up. Again, I'm not happy that there's women in there, and again, I'm not trying to be sexist here at all by any means. I think, again, what the reality is that once, you know, Taslaw and Gertruda, or whoever the 2 I put together, end up having a baby, you know, the woman is not working for now 2 whole years. It's 8 seasons. Many, many days of now no one helping collect the logs. So for extraction, that's why I've even said it like within the first couple episodes, I always prefer to have the men doing the extraction, so they get, you know, maxed out levels, and they're just always bringing in tons of resources and materials. So these 2 ladies are not going to be on the woodsheds forever. I want to bring in some men to make sure that they're always there, taking care of that, and it's not an issue when the girls become pregnant. But for right now, it's going to take a while until they do become pregnant, I'm sure. Obviously, these 2 are, I think, the only ones that are living together, or, sorry, Taslaw and the other girl, the ones living together. But it'll be a little while till that happens, which is nice. So definitely have them helping out right now. And the extraction set just has Nadbor in there, bringing in 30 stone. But when I go clear out the cave myself, I'm bringing in tons of stone too. So it's not actually a huge priority, but eventually I will want another extraction shed and have 2 of those up and running with 4 people bringing in some stone and some limestone. That's what's going to be our insulation for these stone houses, which once you have the stone houses, you don't really need the insulation right away, but that alone is going to, again, help utilize less firewood in the winter and even make your villagers more happy. But next episode, for sure, on our, you know, we'll probably still, maybe not the next episode, honestly, but we'll just see how much materials we have. But this season, we will absolutely upgrade all those other wattle houses to stone houses. That way, moving forward, it's going to be all tier 3 houses for sure. So love to see that. Things are coming along real good here, guys, and I am very happy with how it's all playing out. So again, thank you so much for watching MacDad Games. I'll see you guys here on our second day of fall.